Okay, so here at the University of Charleston, as freshmen, we are asked to make a service project, and mine is a service project for the spring of 2018, and I'm hosting a Couch to 5K training plan for anyone interested in the local 5K here in Charleston. Why did I choose this project? I chose this one because for my spring project because running is a passion of mine, and I would like to express my passion through other people. And I started my freshman year of high school. First time I ever ran. It was a conditioning for soccer because that's what I played all through my life. And my first year, I had a lot of success. You know, I was a couple seconds out from making state, which was a big deal for that. So I just believe that it's not something that takes a very long time. It's something that, with decent training and hydration and just taking care of your body, it's something that you could easily do for people of all ages, accomplish any goals they set for themselves. And I just think, for me personally, this was a good topic to do, because a good training plan will get anybody to accomplish things they never thought they could. So my goals for this are, I want to get kids and older people out to the local 5K and let them try it, whether it is their first 5K or their 30th 5K. I believe that a good running and training plan and just helping people out, just telling them like what they can do, things they may not have thought they could. It's 3 miles, and it's just, when you accomplish a goal like that, and something a lot of people probably don't think they can do, it's a huge boost in self-confidence, and it really just betters themselves. Running is something that is 90% mental, and it's about 10%, actually what you can do. If you can get through your head that you can do something, you can, and running is a perfect way to prove that. It'll help you, if you go in thinking that, believing in yourself, you'll have a good mentality, and you'll race better, which in turn will lead to a huge boost in self-confidence. And I just believe that if people believe and trust their training plan, they'll be confident going in, and will end up having a good race, and some people might surprise themselves. The resources I think I need to bring to inform people is I would bring in shoes, examples, old training logs, and watches, like a good running watch. I would bring running shoes because anyone who's interested in this, running shoes are obviously something, probably the biggest, most important thing, and people need to be sure they know what's good, what's not. Shoes is a preference, it's an opinion, but I have ran in many different brands. I've ran in Asics, Brooks, Nike, Saucony, and they were all very good. Depending on what you want. For me personally, in the way I run, I am a neutral runner. So for me, Brooks probably works the best. And most people are neutral, but if you go by a running store and talk to a professional, they can tell you what kind of runner you are. For me, Brooks provided great cushion for, when you're running on hard concrete and pavement. It really resists the temptation of shin splints, but they can be light enough for you to really run fast and get one foot in front of the other really quickly. And ever since I started running, I've kept up with a training log, and I think that would be great to bring to people, because it'd be great to show them where their training is coming from, to show that I'm not just some kid making stuff up. Like, this is something very real, and show them how to set them up, and just tell them about all the benefits of keeping up with a training log, so you can see, like, if you did get hurt, you can see where things started going wrong, keep up with how you feel in each day, the temperature. And lastly, I would bring in a running watch, because that's huge. Like, I ran without watches, and it just feels empty. It's nice to know where you are, how far you are, how fast you're going, and because sometimes when you look down and you see that you got 1/10 of a mile left, then you're like, oh, I can really get going now. And it's just having a watch is really good. Garmin is a perfect brand for that. In the sport of running, you must realize who you are in yourself. It's not something you can just have somebody else there to do it for you. I mean, it's all on you. The whole blame is on you. You have to it's on you. And running a good race gains a lot of confidence that a lot of kids may not ever thought they had possible. I mean, honestly, before I ran, I never thought I could do some of the things that I've done. And of course, I have just a huge amount to improve, but you'll gain a lot of confidence, and you'll really start to believe in yourself a lot more if you start having good races, because running is such a grind. It'll beat you down, and when you do well, it's very rewarding. And when working to achieve people's individual goals, you really need to identify who's dedicated and really wants to be there. That's huge. If you don't want to be there, then it's just not going to be enjoyable. It's not something you really want to do. People who are not completely committed to this, they probably won't enjoy the process. So after you find the people who are really committed and want to be there, you must help them find their goals. And then you ask them, talk to them personally, write down their goals, and you help them reach it. So the timeline for this will begin on the week of January 29th. This will provide about 10 weeks of training up before the event on April 14th, which 10 weeks is plenty of time to get ready for you to go from not running to being a decent runner. And the roles that my classmates can do, people in the class can help by getting people who are good with kids and assigning them to one specific kid and motivating them individually. Having like an older person for one-on-one attention for a child is good, because a lot of times when kids don't accomplish things and they get frustrated and they'll get down on themselves. But if you have like an 18 or 19-year-old kid, there to be like, hey, it's all right, it takes time. Perfection is going to take a lot of time. It can really boost their morale for the running event and help them get going again. And then some other guys who may not be as good with children, they could be good for helping writing out some training plans, and on race day setting up water stations and places to stand, to cheer on the kids as they go by.